Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to Everyday Shenanigans. I'm Angela Logan, and it is September 25th, 2019, a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday here in the high 10. I'm going to bring you an update on Antonio Brown. Yes, honey, more shenanigans and more madness with this clown. Okay, some of you may not know that he had to attend court yesterday in Miami. He is being sued by his landlord for a very expensive condo that he was renting from the let me get the name correct here. Mansions at Aquilina Complex, and they are managed by Aquilina 1402 LLC. He's being sued for damages to this condo. They are claiming that he ruined mirrors, tables, chandeliers. I just viewed the pictures on social media, and the mirror is one of those tall type mirrors that lean against the wall. It's a very tall mirror. I mean, it was shattered to pieces. I don't know what happened to it, but somebody broke it. Couldn't get a good view of the chandelier that they were stating that was broken, but he is making a claim that someone, let me get this right. He's making a claim that $80,000 in cash and a 9mm gun was missing from his place. He assumed that maybe it was a cleaning crew, but he did not file charges. He did call the police. No charges were filed against the cleaning crew. So he went on a rampage and started throwing things, I guess, off the balcony. That's what he says, I guess, during the deposition in court. And so my thing is like, okay, but I'm going to bring my opinion a little bit later on that. But that's just to let you know that he did go to court. Obviously, a ruling was not made. Someone asked how much damages he will have to pay for the apartment. My understanding is that it's the apartment's lawyers are claiming like $15,000 statutory amount is $15,000, but they're claiming damages were up to $100,000 or more. Mr. Brown's attorney is countersuing that amount, so obviously this will play out in court. Maybe there'll even be a trial. Since he is countersuing, there probably will be a trial. So I'll keep you updated on that when I get information, if there will be a trial. But as most of you know, seems to be an ongoing situation with Mr. Brown, and now this is just something extra to add on to the sexual assault cases that have been brewing for the past 2 weeks. And so what I find just so interesting is that when I looked on social media today to get these stories, about the court case down in Miami, who films themselves going into court? He placed the video, on Twitter, smiling, and it's like, dude, you're being sued by a multi-million-dollar corporation, I'm assuming, for $1 million apartment in the upper millions, and you're filming yourself going into court, smiling, and then you're posting that video onto Twitter before even going into court. And something else I found interesting was that his lawyer made sure to let the judge know that this is about he and the landlord dispute, nothing else. So it's like, okay, so what you trying to tell the judge? What? The judge watches TV, social media. He got a phone and a TV. You basically trying to tell him what? Don't think anything about the other 2 sexual assault cases that's pending right now. But this is about a landlord dispute over, multi-million-dollar condo. Come on with all that. Let me lay out what is actually going on, and then I'm going to jump off of here because, like I said, this story is starting. This man's life is to me is turning out like an R. Kelly saga, and it's sickening. It's really sickening. He has 2 cases pending. One lady by the name of Brittany Taylor, 28 years of age, a student who attended Central Michigan. This is where he met her. He hired her. She's a gymnast. He hired her to be his trainer back in 2018. Okay, so her first claim is that he made, I guess, sexual assaults against her in early 2018. Now, mind you, she claims the second assault took place in May of 2018. 2018. So it's like you really don't know what to think. You're saying he did something to you one time, then you went back, something happened again. Now, also, mind you, he has, sorry, I'm a little slow today. He has a second accuser. This lady was an artist who painted a mural in his home in Western Pennsylvania. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they said, Western Pennsylvania. He had a home, and this lady is stating that while she was there, he made sexual advances toward her. This is accuser number 2. He made advances toward her. TMZ is reporting that this is so wacky, that in the advances, it went a step further. Now, TMZ didn't report in this article that I just read what the step further was, but she had made this earlier report in Sports Illustrated, which got Mr. Brown crunk once the story got released, that he made advances toward her while painting a mural. He a step went further, which I didn't hear about that the other week, but now I'm reading that something did happen, but I don't know what the step further is. He also brought a woman into the room and was having sex with her while she was painting the mural. So, 2 women. One saying he raped her. That is the gymnast, Brittany Taylor, that he met at Central Michigan University, and was also alleged a Bible study partner. Put that on paper, because that's, Lord have mercy, you know that don't even make no sense. It sounds crazy. But anyway, 2 people making claims against him. Now we have the apartment being trashed in Sunny Isles Beach. Okay? This is where he had the condo. It was in Sunny Isles Beach in 2018. So he's being sued by a landlord in Florida. He has 2 women claiming, one saying he raped her, and then the second lady is saying that he made sexual advances toward her while painting a mural at his home. Then another thing I found was that a doctor is coming forward, or has come forward with claims that he owes him fees in excess of $11,500. His name is Dr. Prisk, Victor Prisk. He was a doctor that he went to get his body fat tested, and he is claiming that during that consultation, Mr. Brown was 3 hours late, and when he did get him, I guess, into the room to do his examination of him, testing for body fat, that he farted in his face and laughed about it. So he is suing him for $11,500 in unpaid fees, and Mr. Antonio Brown is making claims against accuser number 2 that she was just looking for money, and he also asked someone to look into her background and sent that picture of her kids to her. And I did mention that to you all in the last video about him. That is the reason why she got her lawyer to contact the NFL, because he was sending he sent pictures of her children to her, and obviously she felt threatened. So that's how he got let go from the New England Patriots. That's accuser number 2. This, I can't even keep up with what I'm saying, to tell you the truth, because it's like every day it's something. I'm sitting trying to remember which one is which. Okay, accuser 1 was a gymnast that she allegedly raped. Accuser number 2 is the lady that painted the mural. And so he got crunk about that last week. Yes, make sure I'm telling that right. And he obviously had someone to look into her background and send pictures to her. And then she got an attorney, and that attorney contacted the NFL, and the NFL is currently investigating him. Most of you know he's a free agent at the moment. He is not on the commissioner's list. He is deemed to go where he wants. He is deemed to find a team if he chooses. Most of you know on Sunday, he claimed that he is done with the NFL. He has also made a claim on social media that he feels alienated and that they're coming down harsh on him because other athletes have had sexual allegations against them, and I guess the league favored them and didn't give them as much flack as he has gotten from the league. I hope I'm being thorough in everything I'm saying to you, but I'm going to say this. I'll make sure I haven't left anything out. Uh, this is madness to me. Because you see, it's just like what I have always said, and I'm going to probably keep saying it to the day I get underneath the dirt, that once you go out here and you spin your venom out to people, you do all type of grimy stuff to people, you walk around as if your boo-boo don't stink, you're going to get these type of problems with people, you see. He is obviously a narcissist. And I'm being serious about this because you see there's a pattern with him. And usually with sadists, predators, narcissists, they have a pattern of behavior. You've got two people coming forward with sexual allegations and sexual misdeeds. Then you've got a doctor claiming you didn't pay him his money for his fees for your doctor visits, and that you allegedly farted in his face, and you thought it was a joke, and you laughed about it. Now you've got some people down in Florida who are claiming that you damaged their condominium and broke their items in the apartment. Then you admitted to throwing things over the balcony. So let's think about that for just a second. You're showing that you have a problem, period. You have a people problem. You have an attitude problem. You are obviously violent, because I saw the counter in that condo in Miami, and you could see where he was just kicking the hell out of that counter, the bottom part, the wall underneath the counter. And you could see he was just smashed in. So you either kicked that with your foot or you threw someone into it. Y'all be the judge of it. It's on you. I'm not claiming what he did. I'm just telling you it was rank looking and it wasn't an accident. Just like that mirror, you couldn't have broke that. The only way you could have broke that is if you threw something into it, or once again, you fell into it, you threw somebody into it. Whatever. The sexual allegations, the doctor suing for his unpaid money, then the allegations with this condo company wanting their money. This shows you a pattern that he doesn't care about anybody. He doesn't care about people's things and belongings. He doesn't care about people's feelings. He doesn't care about people's bodies. He doesn't care about himself. He is a loose cannon, and he is off the chain, and I don't care if he ever goes to another team. I pray that no team picks him up. Now, his agent is saying that he was in talks with some teams on Saturday, but then Mr. Brown goes on social media on Sunday to make a claim that he is done with the NFL, but Rosenhaus, his agent, is basically saying, well, people are still wanting him. Why would you want him? Why would you want this man? He's had negative things said about him from 3 different teams already, or negative things have transpired from 3 different teams. Who do you know gets on a team from 1 week to the next? And as far as him wanting his money from the Raiders, well, you probably can chalk that. Now, I'm assuming that he got his sign-on bonus with New England. Now he's crying about money. Well, you're going to have even more money problems because, one, you're getting sued by everybody and their mama. So you're going to have to pay out money over here, over here, over here. And obviously you don't care. And like I said, when I saw the photo of him grinning and skinning yesterday in court down in Miami, you're going into court, you're being sued by a landlord, and you're sitting here filming yourself walking into court, and then you posting it on Twitter. Who does that? Mr. Antonio Brown is foul, and it's just like what I told you. When you start doing devious stuff, more ducks come out the water. If there might be 20% truth to it, might be 10% truth to it, but it's only a matter of time. It's going to be one after the other, claiming you did this, you did this. I can tell you, just like I told you the other day in my video, give it till Friday. I'll be back on here with an update for something this black boy done. And I be darned, I'm back on here not even 2 days later with another story about the apartment complex. And now here's a version about a doctor suing him for $11,000, $11,000+ for unpaid bills. So you see, it's going to always be something because he has an omen about him. He has a bad spirit. He doesn't care about anybody. And this BS he posting on social media about enrolling in online classes at Central Michigan State University. He allegedly finished 3 years of school. He did not get a degree. Well, I don't even think you did the 3 years because one, you can't talk. You don't know how to talk. Your email showed that with accuser number one. All that broken English and calling her all type of nasty names and talking like you're straight out the gutter. Not the hood, baby. We're not even getting ready to throw no shade on the hood. You talking like you straight out the gutter. This boy is a ball of fire. Antonio Brown is wicked. And I'm saying it. And it's sad because they say God don't make no junk. But see, you choose to be who you want to be. And he's choosing to be foul. And that's his choice. Till the next time, I'll bring you an update. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.